Hello. Hello. How is everyone? I'm checking audio because okay, give me a second. Because I noticed that in the VODs we don't have audio for a lot of the effects, which is not what we want. I don't want the music to be in the audio, but I do. We can show this on screen, I think. We're gonna do some chat stuff as well, but a lot of these are probably not gonna be so desktop. Yeah, I think desktop needs to be on 2 as well. Except for, is it StreamerBot that plays the effects? I need to check. Give me a second. What effect has audio? StreamerBot. What effect has audio? Let's do that so I can see. Don't look. The background is for later. Or what's in the background is for later. We definitely want SpeakerBot to be online too, I think. So that's good. I need something that has it has a good amount of audio. Which I feel like Challenge Me is probably the best one. So we're gonna run it again. We've seen it quite a bit over the last few weeks, but it is the audio it is the element to the stream that has the most audio to it. So gonna keep that and see what plays. Okay, so it is desktop, but then I think if I do desktop, I need to check if I need to double check something. What routing I use for the VOD channel. So VOD channel is 2, so I do want it on 2 as well. Okay. So desktop needs to be on 2, and then I hope that's gonna be it. That should be enough. Right, so that should be in the VOD as well now. Close. This one we can minimize. And as you saw just now, is we had vertical chat at the start. And this is what this is. This is a vertical chat generator with StreamerBot, and it's very cool. It's not the easiest to work with, in the sense that you do have to kind of know how to navigate it, and I've been tinkering with it. But now we can kind of make it the way that we want it, basically. See, we want to do badges. We want badges. We want people to be able to see their badge from what that they come from, right? Bubbles. I don't think bubbles is what we're going with. Bots. I don't want to enable bots. So that's something we're gonna leave out. I do want to do highlights and announcements. I do want those. Then I want the background to be. I want the color, the message color to be white. So white. That way, we're making them stand out, and definitely against like the darker background of the starting screen. But that also means that we're probably. Oh god. Let's get studio mode going. that also means that we're going to have to make 2 more chats. So now if I go to starting soon, we have a chat which is called the raid chat. That's not what we want, to be honest. We want a chat that is different. So I'm gonna keep that as raid chat. We're just gonna add a browser source. We're gonna call it white vertical chat. We are going to go to our browser. I think we should be good. Highlight color. Do I want that to be white as well? Colorful highlighted messages. Yeah, I think white is gonna be the way to go. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. It still goes black over here though. Is that because it's an announcement? No, it's... Oh, it is an announcement. We'll do white as well. Sure, and then we copy this, right? We go into OBS. Let me put that over there. Let me take all of this off screen. We paste it in. Does it have to be a local file? No. Okay. Which technically this should now be we're gonna copy the transformation and then paste it over here. Like that. Now if we spam chat testing, message should be white, which is great. That's kind of what we want. I do want it to be scaled larger though. So let's do a 60 by 12. Oh god. Okay, why is it still so small? Font size MB2. Try that again. No. I mean, I could kind of zoom in. I don't think this is the way to go. Testing. Oh, that's now very small. Okay. How did I do that for the raid chat? Raid chat. I mean, that's fairly big. Is there a way to set? Try that one more time. Why is it so small? Is it just because of me? Let me... You're not gonna hear me. Huh. That's weird. See, the problem here is that this is very small. I need this to be bigger. Question is, I don't really have a way to do that. Font size didn't change anything. Yes. Huh. I mean, we could put like a filter on, but I don't think that's the way to go. Because we've got the scale. Where is it? Scale crop pad. It's kind of not what we need. Huh. How is that so much bigger than this? Let me go and take a look at RAID again. RAID chat. Okay, so that's 4 and 300, which is a lot. It's about the half of what we're doing now. Starting soon. 300. And then that's how I did it. Let's do that. Let's put you up here, close you off. Okay, now I think that's good. It's a lot cleaner with the white. It's definitely a lot cleaner with the white. And that brings us to oh god. That brings us to a lot of testing. But we can now take care of what we need to do in-game. Which means that I need to move some stuff around so I can actually see my game. And that's a lot of terraforming. I've done half already. We've closed up. Okay, we need to give the computer some time to figure things out. Okay, are we good? But we've done half of it already over here, so we've kind of, I don't know if how dangerous it is. Maybe now is the time that we put some torches down. Because yeah, it's not the best place to be. Also, I don't know, lighting updates. That's why. But that's also kind of why I want to. Maybe because it spawned all of this in at one point, which not the best. God, how? Okay, so we are not doing too good on like on game performance. If you look at the mobs moving, I would say that's really bad. All right. Hello? Okay. I'm going to blame my aim on the fact that I'm not running too well. That the game's not running too well. Let's blame the aim on that. Right? I think that's a good idea. I think so. Okay, so a little light helps a lot. Let's light up this little hole over here as well. Just to be sure, you know. Then we have this little hole over here, which I think if we dig down over here, we've got more hole to cover. Okay. I think that should be about. Question is, where do we stop, right? Where does one stop? Okay, we are gonna have to light up all of this, but we'll do that once we get some dirt going. I think we're gonna start out with the smaller ones over here, which first things first, we gotta get rid of those trees. I actually don't mind the acacia tree being here, but I'm probably gonna plant them back when I got the terrain up. I feel like that's like a good way to do it. Just get some more saplings in when all the terrain is good. It's good to go. And then I feel like I definitely don't have enough dirt, but that will be a nice break from it all. And then I think over here we'll just connect up these little bits and pieces. That, and then this can come over here. This is gonna be a very harsh drop off for reasons, because I kind of want to look. That kind of looks natural. It's a bit too straightforward though, so we'll do something like that, and then we just fill in the rest basically. Yeah, sure. Any more holes that are not too wide or not one deep? Okay, and then over here we come in. Okay, computer is definitely not liking this. And at this point I think I might have to ask Josh, who is server admin for or who does the hosting for the fWhip server, how much it might be for a server where only I play on, but that way I can take a lot of this how do I a lot of the load I can take over my PC that way, because we've been running into encoding issues lately, not just here, also while recording, so that might be actually a good idea. I'm gonna put that on the calendar. A lot of these places, definitely like the starter base, and honestly Lumbermore as well. The wood farm place is turning into a huge frame dump as well. Which is kind of annoying, but then again, it is Create, and a lot of the animated stuff is quite taxing on the encoder. Okay. Okay, I feel like this should be good. We are definitely gonna have to go to the starter base to get some more dirt. I might honestly just fill up the inventory or the backpack, because this is going to be brutal. This is going to be brutal. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, Janine. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good week. If not, then think about the weekend, which starts tomorrow evening. Okay, let's not do that. Let's just take a nap while we're at it. Is that a zebra? Boom, boom, boom. Dirt, 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 dirt. Okay. That should connect up half. Yeah. I think we're good. Just keep going. Oh wait, is that the last tank? That no, definitely not. Also, why? Okay, weird. Why do I not have even tanks? Where's my third tank? My fourth water tank? That's weird. Okay, this is now we fill in the bottom layer and then we do the rest in one go. All right. Okay. And good. Okay. Okay. I think we've got a bit of a flow going. Bit of a flow, bit of a flow. You know what I want to set up is I want to make a recording of the challenger thing to post online. I told you we needed more than what we had. Like on either Twitter or whatever. But I kind of want to do it because I do want to like I want to tag the creators of all the plugins that I used, like Exaldro, Finite Singularity, and then Nutty, of course, Nutty the goat. We gotta tag all of them to see what we can do with their stuff, you know? Kinda have to know that. Kinda have to know that. Alright, we need dirt. That's the only thing that we need. I don't need anything else. I don't need any fancy stuff. I need dirt. Maybe gravel, but I think I have gravel, so we're good. Just dirt. Normal dirt. Regular dirt. I don't need walls, because I have those. They're already in place. Oh, no, I do need walls. What I was saying. I do need walls. Okay, be prepared for some tankage of the frames, okay? What can we drop off that we don't need anymore? Don't really need a diorite. Don't really need you. Don't really need you guys. Now that we're here, we can already clean out some of this stuff. Yeah, this is important. Gotta keep it clean. Gravel I need. I don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need these. Don't need that. Don't need this. And then I think the rest we can fill up with dirt. We're just gonna grab a couple of inventories of dirt that we can place down. You know, before I started terraforming, this drawer had 51k dirt in them, and I think we're gonna go through like 2k, 20k ads. How many logs? How many stacks is that? I think we should be good. Let's just go to 30k and then we'll see what we have left over. $30k, even in round. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing interesting on today's stream. Or at least not that I can think of. It's actually just dirting, and then we're gonna do some graveling, and then after graveling, we're gonna do some texturing. And after texturing, if we get to that point, we can do some decorate. Right? All very important things to be done. Okay, back to dirting. Do that. Then this is all finished up, and then we have to do this little itsy bitsy bit. Wait, that's it? Okay. That's not that much. Not nothing, but it's not like the worst. Good. Good. Love yourself at home. Deep in love. Oh boy. This is gonna look better when it's all grassy and stuff, but for now, this will work. This will work. Right. All right. Now for the bad part, which is this thing. Not the tree, but the large amount of dirt that we have to place. I think the best way to kind of go about this is to do all the stuff that is like already one. We just kind of do the lower layer first, and then then the top one. Now, how do I want to do this systematically? Do I want to do like 3x3 layers, or what do we do? Low. boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hello, anxiety. Good. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta get it into a rhythm. Oh boy, that's a no-no puppet. Hello, anxiety. I mean, Bowling for Soup has been coming out with some new music, and although not everything is what they used to do, right? Not everything was the good old punk rock that we grew up on back in the day. It's still enjoyable, and it still hits home quite a lot of the days. And I enjoy listening to it. It's been good. It's been good. Hello, I do think that the moment I play it on stream, I'm getting copyrighted for sure. 100%. So we're not gonna do that. These days I've been in a bit of a how do I say this? A bit of a drum and bass kind of vibe. I've been listening to a lot of some drum and bass sets from the UK, which I feel like if there's one place that has a good drum and bass scene, it would be the UK. It's the same for like garage, or like a bit more on that like techno-y drum and, although techno, I'd say the Netherlands or Germany for some good techno, but yeah, drum and bass and like the good oh god, it sounds so cringe. The good like the skank vibes, those yeah, no, I do think that the UK has got those down. Although I haven't really seen any other set from like a country. The moment I'm looking for like a live set on drum and bass, it's always been the UK. So I don't really know if there's other countries that do it. But as far as I know, the only recorded sets that I've seen are from the UK. Yummy. You can't. Yummy, we have a problem. If you take pictures like this, I'm going to look bad at the start of stream. You know why? You know why, Yummy? I don't know if you've noticed it when I end stream, or when I start stream, or when I do a BRB. I don't know if you notice, but you're not going to hear me for a second, but look at this. It's going through them randomly. So if you keep taking bad pictures of me, it's gonna be on you, and it's gonna be my face. So, yeah. Okay, we are gonna have to. What's wrong? I mean, we gotta appeal to the new viewers, right? If we wanna keep this going, we have to appeal to the new viewer, and I don't think me making monkey faces is gonna appeal to new viewers. But yeah, I cannot help it because that's my concentrated face. So you just I'm joking, by the way. You can do whatever you want. I gave you that camera power for a reason. You are 100% okay with taking them. But I got somebody said that it would be a good idea to use them as like a starting soon screen element, and so I did that. I added them to the starting soon screen, to the BRB, and to the ending stream screen. So now, whenever I go offline, or when I go online, or whatever, when I'm on one of those streams, it's gonna go flip randomly to the folder where I have all of them saved. So I don't know which ones it's not curated at all. The only curation that happens is the fact that you guys have made them. You took the pictures. That's the only moderation that I don't want it to be like incriminating. So if it's like a real bad one, I'll take it out. But as of now, I haven't taken out any of them. I honestly think that's one of the best, one of the better channel points that I have. It's the camera one. One day, how is that my fault? It's not your fault. Wait, is the delay that bad? Type 1 if you hear this right now. We're testing for delay. I'm waiting to see a 1. I don't see a 1. That's a bad sign. Is the delay that big? Let me see. I feel like you're talking to me that I feel like you're talking so far away, like so far back. I need to double check. Where can I see my stream on my phone? My profile, my channel. Test. Not that bad. Or at least not for me. How bad is the delay, Yummy? I need to know, because if it's really bad, I need to fix it. How bad's the delay? Not bad at all? Okay. Good. I just don't want to be talking and then you guys are not able to, like, follow. But yeah, no, I do think that the photograph channel point is one of the best ones that we have. One day, I do want to add to it. I want, if I have a good amount of, like, it doesn't have to be like 100, but if I get some regulars in here, like, so that there's always like 10 people in here, for instance, something like that, I want to add that the poll. So you know how when the Polaroid comes up, there's a little percentage in there. Right? Can I trigger it maybe? No? I can trigger it. Give me a sec. So that little percentage, what I want to do, if I get a regular amount of people in stream at all times, I want it that when you take a picture, right? When you take a picture, it comes up, then a poll will start, right? A poll will start with I like or I dislike. And the percentage will be the percentage of people that liked the picture. So that it's actual, like, a jury, right? And then maybe we can take that a bit further. And if the person gets below like a 15%, so if the percentage is like really low, they get timed out for like 60 seconds, right? So nothing too bad. It's like a minute, nothing too bad. But I also want to. Like, I want there to be a downside to using the channel point. So it needs to be a good picture. And a good picture that basically states that people need to like it. Be that because it's funny, because I'm doing a stupid face. Or maybe it's because it's a cool background. Or maybe I'm doing something cool. Not that that's ever going to happen, but you know what I mean. But if people like the picture, if people dislike the picture a lot, we can punish them for making it. Because that's all stuff that I can do with StreamerBot. There is a good amount of things that I can do. But before we do that, we do need a bit more regulars on Twitch, right? People who can actually vote in the poll. We have more dirt. We have sticks though. We have more dirt. I need all the dirt I can get. Sticks. 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 No, but we do have planks, which can be made into sticks. And then we can turn that into a good amount of torches. So that we can make the underside a bit safer. This is not safe at all. Okay. Ooh, let me. So that you can see the printer printing. You know what I should do? I should move that printer from the camera stack to overlays, because then it'll overlay onto any of the screens. Yeah, no. There you go. Yummy. How many months? 9 months already. 9 months. You've got a Twitch baby. The first Twitch baby on stream. Wee. Twitch baby. In the jar you go. In the jar you go. Twitch baby. Let's do that. Let's do that. And it's raining, of course. Boy or a girl? You can pick it. You can pick. You can pick. Today is not a day I can slack off because I need to get this terraformed ASAP so I can keep recording tomorrow. And now I'm thinking tomorrow I'm probably not gonna have that much time. because I need to go and have dinner at my parents' house. Which is fun. One. Also, it's gonna be really good. Because, you know, a home-cooked meal. But I might, honestly... I might finish up scripting the episode for the last part on the train. And then maybe when I get home, because I hope it won't be like really late. Exicilia? Wait, what? Exicilla? That's a complicated name, but I'm here for it. I like a good Latin-based name. They're fun. I want to say we're almost there, but that's a no. That's a no. We're not almost there. I need a different name. We can do a different name. Do we want it to be a Latin name based, or doesn't that omelette? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Omelette. That's fun. That's a fun name. Do you want me to write it on there with like a pen or like we'll write it on the paper. Okay, the Twitch baby will be called Omelette. What? Oh no, the red ink is bad. The first Twitch baby. I'm kind of down to do that for every Twitch baby. Everyone who gets a Twitch baby gets to name it. Let's do. Oh God, I have to do this with red ink. I don't have any other pen. There you go. I'm glad I'm your first. Alright, that camera is not this one. Omelette. There we go. It's named. Your Twitch baby has been named. It is going in the jar though, with all the rest, but it has been named. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. That button. I need more buttons. I know it sounds strange, but I need more buttons. Yummy. I need more. You have to convince Elgato for me. I need more buttons. Oops, that sounds bad. Yeah, no, it's it's fine. I know what you mean. Let's just not talk about it. Let's just not talk about it. No, I need more buttons. You want to see what the button situation is right now? Yummy. Want to see what the button situation is right now? How unorganized it is? Sure. Okay. Let's grab. Streamer. Put you over here, and then we'll do. Hit the button there. This is the button layout that we're working with. Right? What does that mean? For you or for me? It's not going to be bigger. Most and spider? What spider? I like spiders. So we have 8 buttons. So these top buttons change camera. Right? Change camera. And the mode. Okay, mode. Okay, that's modes are pretty easy though. Now that doesn't matter. So the top ones do camera, right? Very important. Very important that we can change cameras. Now, you see that there are duplicates below the first row, and that's when we're in here. I can change camera 1, right, which is the big one, but I can also change camera 2, which is the second row of cameras. That's great. That's fun, right? It's fun. Why do we need that? I don't know. Then we have our scenes. There's 5 of them over here. I've got more, but I don't have space for them. So that's right. So we've got screen cap, what we're on right now. Then we have game, what I'm usually play on when I usually use when streaming. Then we've got the camera, and so just the camera, just the top row of cameras. Then we've got camera and cameras, which are the 2 cameras, and then we've got my recording button for my when I record videos. Then we've got starting, BRB, and ending scenes over here. We've got the in scene BRB over here, so this one, and then it turns off. This one I think is so when a raid happens. Wow, when a raid happens, this one changes into its profile picture and the name, and then when I press on it, it shouts them out. We've got screenshots over here, so if I ever want to take a screenshot of the stream, that's happening. If I ever want to record a stream, that's over there. That's opening OBS. That's only used once before stream. Discord controls. If I'm ever in a Discord call. Over here we have some other stuff. That's some throwaway buttons. The second folder is our hunt controls, which is this thing. So I can control it from these buttons. I can zoom in really far, and then we can reset the zoom. And then these are all lighting and cameras. I have a lot of buttons. There's a lot of buttons, but I need more, and I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to start up my phone camera because I'm gonna tell you why I need more buttons. That is very dark. It's also double audio. Turn on the mic. Okay, so this is the stream deck. Don't watch the earbuds. Don't watch the Coke. Don't watch the beer glass, which I'm using for water. This is a stream deck. It's quite large, but I always hit. So what I want to do, I want to have one of these just for cameras and lighting control, right? So that I don't have to put my lights in a separate folder. So I want cameras and lights, and then I want another one for all the scenes and like the effects, if that makes sense. So I basically want to split these in half so that I can get other important scenes in here as well. Right? That's the plan. Now these, I need to get the funds for them. I need to get the funds for an extra one. Another gadget. Yeah, that's basic. Also, the one, you know, okay. We are going off topic again. We are going off topic. Dude, Stream Deck Plus. That one. Maybe let's go to the Elgato store. Wait, is there anything on here that can dox me? I don't think there is. No. Okay. This one. Oh, I want one of those, and then another one that's just like mine. The big reason why I want one of these is because it has audio control, right? And I there is this thing. They added this recently. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is the price? Wait. Boys and men is the price of the toys. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. This one. I want I want this one where I can plug my microphone in, so I don't have to use my interface that I normally use for like my bass or my stuff in there. Not because I don't like it. It's good, but it's very finicky. And the good thing, this one comes with audio software, which is very handy because it can control both what I hear and what you guys hear, right? So that way I don't have to do it in Discord, not in Discord, in OBS. So that's one. It also comes with some EQ and stuff. Not too much, but a little bit. But yeah, this. Yeah, these honestly, they look so good though. But I want one of those, and then it needs to be flanked by two of the big ones. Somehow, or maybe one of the big ones. It depends. It really depends on what I do with them. Or how I do it. But as you can see, these are not cheap. You can't see. These are not cheap. These are pretty expensive. How much is the XL? That's the one I have. Yeah, it's about the same. It's a lot of buttons, but it's also a lot of euros. So cool. Also, I think, didn't they put the old capture card on there as well? Well, not the old one, but the good one. Isn't? Yeah. The Camlink Pro. Look at it. Look at this beast of a thing. It's all the cameras. And not just USB, it's all HDMI. I only have one HDMI camera, it's the one that we're looking at right now. But with this, you could put four of these in your setup without losing too much, because all of my cameras are now connected to USB, and that's fine if you're using 2, or in my option 3. But if you ever want to add more cameras, which do I need to? No. Do I want to? Kinda. If you ever want to add more cameras, this is a really good way to do it, because then I can take a lot of that bandwidth off of the USB ports and straight into a PCIe slot. A PCIe, sorry, not PCIe. No. But yeah, that just slots in next to your, well, above or below your graphics card, and then it's just plugging them all in. Hello, where's the images? It's just plugging all. It's also quite okay. They're doing 2 cameras, okay, or 4. Yeah, no, that's it's such a beauty. Look at it. I've looked into other, and this is where it gets crazy. Like Blackmagic. Also, I don't want to dox myself, so I'm gonna look that up off screen. Blackmagic. Capture card. There is this one capture card from Blackmagic that is basically, I don't dox myself because that is a website that I have used before, so I don't want it to show any personal details. Okay, alright, we're good. This one is, first of all, it doesn't look as good. Look at that, sleek in the case. This one's very bare bones. This one's good. It's also 4 HDMI inputs. It's fine. It's also PCIe. I think it's the same amount of lanes that it has, but it only does like what, HDMI in, full HD in, whereas this one does like, I think it's 4K if I'm correct. Doesn't it do 4K input? Picture, that's fine. That's fine. Text packs, that's what we need. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not 4K, but it's close. It's close. It's like what? Wait, what is 216? Yeah, that is 4K. Yeah. It is only 30 frames per second, but that's what we're streaming at right now, so should be good. Should be good. Also, I'm never gonna do 4K for the reason that I don't want to stream in 4K. It's very taxing on your computer, and if you want to game during a 4K stream, it's never a good idea. But I might want to bring in cameras that are 4K so that I can crop in later. That's also always a good idea, right? But yeah, that's on the list. One day. Even if I'm not streaming, I do want it because it's cool and I like it, and I'm probably gonna use it outside of streaming as well. And the same with the Stream Deck. I use that daily. The Stream Deck. I use it to control my lights in my home. I use it to. I'm basically selling this thing at work as well. I'm the biggest Elgato fanboy at work. We've got some products of them, and like I'm constantly finding ways to use them. They're really good. I like them a lot. They're really easy to use, so people who are not that tech savvy can also use them. There's a bit of setup required though. You gotta like figure out your plugins, the ones that you want to use. But once you got those, you're good. Tech toys, yeah, I like techy stuff. I like tech. I'm very. Okay. Multiple times a week, I need to stop myself from buying new gear. Because I'm like, oh, fancy new lenses, or ooh, fancy new microphones, or fancy new. I need to physically stop myself. I have stopped. I have stopped taking my my wallet to work, so I leave all my cards at home. Because oh god, that's a creeper. I leave all my cards at home because I don't want to like buy stuff at work, or while I'm at work. So yeah, that's something that we're doing. I need to stop myself, but I do like tech, and I do like figuring out how to play around with tech, and figuring out how we can use tech in ways that they're not meant to be used. One of the things that I like doing at work is figuring out an obscure way of connecting two things together that are not meant to be together. Like, let's say I need to set up a computer with only like DisplayPort or HDMI, and then going to a CRT. That's always fun. It's a lot harder than than it sounds, because you gotta convert a lot of stuff. But it is one thing that I do like to do. Also, as I've said before, we are experiencing some frames dropping. That's mostly because my computer cannot handle it. So maybe before I do any of the upgrades that I just told you, I should invest in a better computer. But that's even more expensive. That's like a good month worth of work. I need to work for that. What are you building here? Where we are just dirtin' and skirting around. So there's not much building. There's a lot of terraforming needing to be done. So this needs to be covered. I don't know what's gonna be here, but otherwise this building was just floating. So this is the building. That's the building that the new video is about. So the video of next week. is about this building and what's going on inside of that building. This is also a bit of a spoiler, but I don't think you can really see or guess what I'm doing from this, right? So yeah, this building is the spoiler for next week. You don't really know what I'm doing, but it is a thing, and we just need it not floating. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Also, I need a nap. Hello, Stormito. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a good week. If it's not good, and if it's a boring week, you've got some good luck because it's almost Friday. Well, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, I've got a few things set up, and I want to see if they work. That's... There we go. Yeah. I need to set up some more icons, some more recognizable icons. But you can stay. I need to top up the layer. Okay, we are almost done with layer 1. Try again. Thank you. I think I figured out what is causing the biggest lag spike, and it's me placing blocks while I'm flying. So we're not doing that anymore. We this is all great. You have to go. You have to go. Good. Isn't this fun content? Isn't this the best? All of the dirt is being placed, and we're all enjoying it. Definitely enjoying it. Although I did get the chance to catch up with some podcasts that I'm listening to yesterday while doing the first half of this project. That was fun. That was fun. My spider's climbing up the side of a woodland mansion. I have to put its legs on. I'm hoping they will reach the side of the building. I'm not rebuilding its body. If it's not close enough, roll at it. Although that might be a bit too cheaty for most people. You could just move it with roll edit if you're okay with it. Also, what kind of spider is it? Is it a jumping spider? Is it a European house spider, which can get really big, as I've experienced? Is it something else? Is it I don't know. It's one of the nice boys. It's one of the cute boys. It's a Minecraft spider. I really should look up what a Minecraft spider is based on, like the design. Would that be like a common like a black tarantula? Would that be a? Because it has to be based off of something, right? It has to be. It's huge. Yeah, but it's still baby. It's still a spider. They're cute. They're helpful. They're good boys. They're good boys. The bestest of boys. If you don't like flies and mosquitoes and stuff like that, you should love spiders. Because that's what they're here for. To get rid of the other stuff. Same with scorpions. Scorpions are also good boys. They're all good boys. All the bestest of boys. It doesn't mean that they have to be in your house. Like, sure, they shouldn't be in your house. That's trespassing. That's breaking and entering. But it also doesn't mean that you should get rid of them. You should just put them outside. Let them live their way too short lifespan. You know? Place them outside. Figured I also need to build a bamboo farm, but I don't want the farm to stick out, so I'm looking for building to put it into. You could also just dig it half down into the ground, right? So that only the top sticks out into the building. That's also an option, because they can get 15 blocks tall if you look at it that way. So what you could do is have a building with like an atrium, which basically means like you've got a central courtyard with an open ceiling, right? And the open ceiling houses the bamboo farm. You know how Roman houses were built? How a Roman villa was set up? Because that's a good way of hiding. But it's not completely hiding. It's like hiding in plain sight. But that's a good way of concealing the fact that it's a farm. You know? It's not gonna be the most efficient because it's gonna spill from the edges, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good looking. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Roman villa? You've got a bit of an image in your head? Because I can pull one up and like show what I mean. I can show you. Yes, I do. Okay, good. There was a time where I knew all of all of the Latin words for all of the rooms and like parts of a Roman villa. Okay, please show me. Okay, let's see. But it's been a while since I've got a Roman villa layout. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We are gonna nerd out today. This is gonna be a nerd show. I mean, when is it not? But this is a Roman villa. So you've got the atrium. This is the atrium, right? Wait, is it? I think it is. No, this is the atrium. That's the peristylium. But you could, so the atrium is basically, it's an entrance, it's an open courtyard with like a little pool where you can clean off your feet, basically. Which is very important because you don't want to drag in dirt and nasty stuff, but also you don't want to drag in, and this is where the religion comes in, bad luck and stuff. So you clean off your stuff in the little pool. Which was usually like filled, but with a I'm stumping on the word, an aqueduct. Should have known that. And these are like your housing quarters, right? Like a kitchen. There's a little shrine in here as well, but it's like kitchen, storerooms are all over here, and then you've got bedrooms over here with the garden. And that's what you could do technically. Have your bamboo be here, have the farm set up underneath the ground basically, so that the flying machine, if you're using a flying machine, goes underneath the ground, and then have a house like this around it. Like this. Or is there like a good, like a 3D model that isn't Lego? Or Minecraft, like an actual 3, like this. Have a nice little garden into your house, the center of the house. That's a really small picture, but this is kind of what, that's also a really small picture. Do we have bigger pictures, please? Come on. This is kind of what you can expect. It's a good layout. I like them. A Greek villa was a lot more linear. You should build one someday. I might. The Greek villa was a lot more linear in the sense that you had, yeah, it's like there's no sections in the sense that you had common areas, private areas, and then guardian. It's just all the same. A lot of the time, so it's same over here. It's like same. It's common courtyard and then all the rooms around it, which is a very common thing that you see in history. Common courtyard and then all the buildings around it. Whereas like a typical Roman villa was like, come on, go back to the Romans. It's like a very sectioned off, right? Common areas over here, private areas over here. And then you go into like a medieval villa, which is stupid. Because there was no such thing as a real medieval villa. That's like fantasy. The closest thing you come to a medieval villa is like I don't know, a townhouse maybe, but that's like very vertical. But yeah, a lot of medieval houses were one room. Maybe you would have like a second floor for like storage, but most of the villas were one room. Except for like palaces and stuff like that. But yeah. You can make bamboo farms really tiny if you want them to, but they're not as efficient as you can get them. I think the closest thing that you can get to a villa is a manor house, but manor houses like these, I mean, they're small. They're small castles. This is technically not a castle. This is a manor house. It's a chateau, which we would call it in French. They're small, but they're also not really medieval. They're very late medieval, almost like Renaissance. And a lot of them are built way after the Renaissance by people who were just like fantasizing about medieval times and lordship. I think like looking back at like an actual medieval manor, don't think you'll find that many. Yeah, a lot of them look like this. Very simple. Very simple. I think Guédelon, we're spiraling, but Guédelon is one of it's a recent build. Have you heard about Guédelon Castle? Do you know what this is? Because this is really interesting. This is a really interesting concept, and it's so cool that they even did this. But this is one of the best things that oh god. Okay. Do you like the Middle Ages? That's my first question. Do you like the Middle Ages? Do you like castles and like the whole idea of like a castle and how it was built and what it's used for and stuff like that? Because if you like that, you'll like this. Yes, okay, so Guédelon Castle. It's a castle in, I think it's near Bordeaux in France. One day I want to visit it, and maybe that's like an idea for those IRL streams that I was talking about. We can visit this with the IRL stream, because it's a 8-hour drive to visit it, which I'm willing to do. But basically, it's a castle that when did they start? They started building it in the 90s, I think. Let's look it up. Guédelon Castle. Yeah, so construction started in 1997. Right? It looks very old, but it's not. I'm snoozing that ad. Snooze. Because I want you to hear this. The thing is, when the first stone was laid, they said we are now using 13th century techniques only. So they started in 1200 and a bit, right? So that's the starting date. It's not when they started building it, it's when they perceived to be starting. So this whole thing started out as an archaeology project to see how a castle was built and how long it would take, with what techniques it would be built and stuff like that, to recreate the whole setting of a castle being built. So they said, okay, first stone, 1200s. That's when we're starting with. We're only using those techniques, right? And now they're about 30 years, almost 20 years in. Almost 30 years. Well, that's big. Almost 30 years in. And so that means that their technology has evolved from 1200 to 1230 almost, right? which is crazy. It's crazy. And so what you'll see a lot is like you'll see these timber cranes with like the actual pinwheels that they're using. They're using they're using period correct scaffolding, which again crazy to think of. All of the on-site like all the stones and stuff are gathered from like an on-site quarry. With using natural, like, look at this is the quarry. It's literally down, like behind the castle. They're just ungrounding rocks, basically. It's crazy. It's such a good idea. Look at it. Like these guys are just doing what people would have been doing in the 1200s. They're actually relearning how to have these skills. Like there's blacksmiths learning how to fasten rivets, nails, how to do like very complicated ironwork with just a coal forge. Stuff that we now would manufacture with machines, right? There's all these intricate chiseling that's happening, and okay, that we've already done that, right? But a lot of those skills we haven't learned because they are not used anymore. So they're relearning all those skills, which nuts. Look, it's a sawmill. This is a sawmill. It's nuts, right? It's crazy. You gotta look at. I think like on YouTube you can look it up. Don't dox myself, please. Don't want to. Yeah, okay. We don't want to do ads. We don't want to. We're looking at this because I think it's one of the best things that if you ever want to build a castle, watch this. Just look it up, look at it, and you'll find so many fun and intricate things that you can use it for. But this is like they're using quicklime and mortar and stuff that they used back in the day, right? They're relearning skills. They're not using any fuel except for like wood and coal. So they're using carts. They've got a hand carts. They're for moving rocks. And all the while, these people, these tourists, are just wandering about, looking at them doing stuff. You've got like quarrymen that are actually quarrying stones in precise blocks that are then being refined. It's crazy. I like it a lot. This is the kind of stuff that I really like. Gonna snooze that ad as well because we're still talking about it. Like herbalists, they're people who make dye from berries and other stuff. Also, this is what and the inside of. So everyone thinks that a castle on the inside is just gray and dark, right? And it's all stone. It's not. It's all painted. It's all chalked up and painted over. Look at that beautiful. What they're called frescoes, right? But look at them. I think there's like a picture of okay, so we've got blacksmiths, and a lot of this is used in the reconstruction of the Cathedral of the Notre Dame, because it's really interesting. But look at this framework. This is all handmade. It's not made with chisel, with like power drills and stuff. It's all handmade. Beautiful. Look at the frescoes, dude. It's so cool. It's so interesting to see. Look, oh dude, it's so interesting. It's crazy. Yeah, just get along. It's one of the, it's one of those things that is it's on the bucket list. One day I'll be there. One day I'll be there. Get along castle. If you're interested, definitely check it out. It's a really cool project. And now I need to get back into the mindset of placing dirt. And so the thing is, it's not a reconstruction, right? It's just they made up plans according to manuscripts and how a castle should be formed back in the day, back in the good olden days, right? And they're just going with it. Where am I leaving dirt? Because I'm going to be filling it in, right? Right? This is the level that it has to be in, so it doesn't. I'm going to be placing these blocks either way, so I'm not gonna take them away if I'm gonna be placing them later on. We're double dirting. Very important skill to have. A very important skill to have. You might ask yourself, why do we double dirt? Why do we add 2 layers of dirt? It's because we're probably going to be changing the top layer for gravel, and I don't want it to fall down. That's the reason. That's the reason why we're doing things. Oh, dude, it's nighttime. Sleep, 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 sleep. Is this the most efficient way of doing things? Definitely not. I could have done just 1 layer and be good with it. But I'm gonna thank myself in a couple of days when I do decide to change half of this layer to gravel or sand. Then I will thank myself. Mine without a pickaxe? That's horrible. That's horrible. No matter what you say, that's probably the worst one that you've done. Probably the worst one that you've added so far. Mining without a pickaxe is crazy. What color do you want? What color of ball do you want? We've got red, blue, orange, white, and green. No, not white. Blue. Red, blue, orange, yellow, and green. What ball do you want? Red. I take a red. Ready. I need a bottom half. I'm gonna need more of those balls. Good thing they're cheap. For 50, I paid what? 70 euros for 50 of those balls. And I think if I look at it this way, I think that that container, the gumball machine, can hold about 150, 200 of those balls. Of these specifically. So a lot of challenges to be added. I'm gonna add it later. I'm gonna put it on the side right now. We'll add it when I need a stretch in the legs, you know? Stretch in the legs. Me. Let's finish off the entire thing. The top layer is gonna go a lot faster because we don't have to crouch and like aim. We can just, honestly, we can spam click it. Because now we can just do this. It's still gonna take a long time, but it's a lot faster. Because we don't. Something that will really challenge me. Yeah. True. I need to do like, I need to add in challenges of my own. I'm thinking of getting the Bean Boozled beans, if you know what those are. You know they're not fun, but like adding in like 15 balls that say, or 15 options that say eat a bean. That's one that I might add. Some other stuff that we can do, and then we can add to them. But that's like, that's just me doing stuff, right? And then I'll keep adding those back in until the beans are out. Or gross. I like grass. I don't know. No, I've eaten grass before. I was gonna say I don't know if I've eaten grass before, but I honestly, I'm not sure when, but I'm pretty sure I have eaten grass before. I'm pretty sure. I wasn't that kind of kid. I definitely was that kind of kid. Definitely a grass eater. Kind of an everything eater, to be honest. Yeah, I was not scared to get things in my mouth. To the disdain of my parents and my caretakers. Because allergies. No, I did get a lot more, how does one say this? Careful when I grew up. When growing up. Because allergies are not to be messed with. Not to be messed with for sure. What is going on over here? That I don't hear music. I'm actually not hearing anything. That's weird. Wee. Did somebody say dirt? It's a lot of dirt. This is a lot of dirt. There's a lot of dirt. And then we have to wait for it all to become grass, which should not be too much. Oh, also we need to add another farm. Or 2 more farms. To the log farm. Although I do think that this place might become a very idle thing. Because, yeah, we don't need diamonds that often. We also don't need, like, enchanting gear that often. So these farms are pretty slow. They're pretty slow. So they will build out over time, but nothing special. Nothing special is happening over here. You have returned. Welcome. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, damn it. We we'll have to do a stream where we test out the IRL stuff that I want to use, and I don't know what to do to test it out. I don't want to go out in the sense that I don't want to do troubleshooting when I'm outside. If you know what, like, I don't want to do troubleshooting in the middle of the road. I want to be able to troubleshoot when I'm at my computer. With a machine or TNT. Oh, no, I know. I've already been thinking about that. Don't worry about it. I can do stuff. Because technically, this is not a pickaxe. Fixed. Fixed. I shouldn't have said that, because now you're gonna make a challenge not doing pickaxe or drill. See? That's what I mean. Shouldn't have said it. See, I told you the top layer would be quick. We've already done that much in like not even half the time that it took us to do the bottom layer. No, but we'll have to do. We'll have to figure out a way to do IRL streams where I can just. Okay, so what I want to do, right? Or what I want to figure out. You got to with a sword, no farm. A blaze? That's easy. Blazes are easy. Just farming them is easier. But so damn it. Oh wait, it's nighttime. Wait, why is it so bright when it's nighttime? Do I still have my brightness up? No armor. Okay, that's a bit more challenging. But still, that's doable. I still have a brightness on. I do. It's on 300. Of course, it's okay. Done. Of course. Die. You made me waste another one? Where did it come from? I checked. I checked. You're making me waste dirt. Dirt is a valuable resource. In a way, in this mod pack, dirt is more valuable than diamonds. Because you have a way to craft diamonds, but you don't have a way to craft dirt, which makes dirt a finite substance. I mean, you can craft it. You can farm it with mud, and then change mud into, or with whatever, and then change that into the podzol thing, and then the podzol you hoe, and then that turns into dirt. But there's no create way of doing it. But now, before the creeper came here, I was saying that I need to figure out a way to ingest an RTMP stream or an SRT stream, depending on what I want to use, into OBS from a different network. So we'll have to port forward some stuff. Plus, I want it to be inserted into this layout so that I can still use all the effects and all the thingies that we have at home, right? That we have on the computer. But even on an IRL stream, I want that to be the case. That way people can still take a picture from, like, can still use the picture thing. Or they can still roast my ass if they want to. The challenges will not work because the gumball machine will not be with us that day. But I'll turn that one off then. I have figured out a way to maybe do it with an app so that I can stream from my phone directly to my computer. But I need to figure it out. I need to figure out how to set it up and how to get everything to connect. Which is like a whole other thing. Because port forwarding is I mean, it's safe if you do it correctly and if you set it up correctly. But it's opening up a port on your network. So we have to be careful with it. Have to be careful with opening our network to the outside world. Because I was looking into like getting some IRL gear, and then I'm not talking about those fancy ass backpacks that everybody's using that are what, $3 grand for a backpack to stream with. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying any of that. But then there is a thing called VelaBox, which basically does the same thing. It uses a different protocol, which is more efficient, which is nice. And it's a lot cheaper in the sense that it's an open source project, so you just need to buy the gear, right? So you need to buy the net gear stuff, so the network stuff. You need to buy the power bricks and stuff. But that's about it. So it's a lot cheaper. It's not... Wait, you put them in memes? Why are they in memes, Yummy? Why is Candyland in... They look good though. I like them a lot. They're fun. I like the colors on the towers. No, they're in memes. You put them in memes. Technically, your builds would have to go in the your builds tab. You could put them in there. It's fine. It's fine. Also, somebody sent me a friend request. I don't know why, but I'm not. No. No friend request if I don't know you. Honestly, in general, no friend requests in general. Oh god. Hello, Frames? Where are you? Mr. Frames? I need you back, please. No, what was I saying about Bella Books? Technically, they're Minecraft builds, Yummy, so they should go and post your builds. But I'll leave you off the hook for now. Okay? Oh yeah, Bella Box. Bella Box is an open source project, so if you buy the gear, you can use stuff that you already have at home. But I would still need to get a microcomputer or like a Raspberry Pi or something with an HDMI input. Or like a USB input and then use a capture card, but that's gonna give us delay. I want to do an HDMI in directly. I've already got microphones, I've already got a phone. Might get a second one for chat, but that's problems for later. Entire castle is my own idea. Yeah, I like the colors. I like the colors on the towers a lot. They look good. Yeah, they're nice. So I might. There might be a time that I do like an IRL stream, but at home. Maybe we do some cooking with the IRL setup, and we can kind of just see how it goes. Right? That's the plan. But I don't know when that's gonna happen. Also, these days, not the best time to go walk around in Belgium because it's a lot of rain. A lot of raining that happens. Although we had a good week this week. We had a bit of rain. A bit is an understatement. We had some rain at the start of the week, but then it cleared up. But I've heard them say that this weekend is gonna be horrible. Gonna be real bad. Come on, pig, move. Move! I need to fill in this block, thank you. Oh. Really? But yeah, I need to start working on holiday gifts. I need to start working on those. For obvious reasons. Well, they're not obvious, but I want to make something for my grandparents that is Might not be like very expensive, but they're not all that. They're not about expensive stuff. But my grandpa likes liqueurs a lot, so I might make a liqueur for him that he can enjoy. So that's something that we can do on stream. I also need to. I've got some pork bones and stuff laying in the freezer that I use for stock, but I just need to find 12 hours somewhere to take care of that stock. Kill the... No, he can live. He just cannot run and bother me. So we might make a pork broth as well on stream, which will take 12 hours. We might not do it entirely on stream. But we can definitely like cut it up and then do the first few steps on stream, and then I'll send y'all a picture what it looked like after we were done. I also need to make kimchi. Again, because I'm out. I've been out for like a week or a couple of weeks, and that's not fun. But cabbages are so expensive these days. They're so expensive. And they're small. It's like €6 for a small head of cabbage. Yeah, I wanna make triple sec or control, whatever you call it. Because he likes limoncello, he likes sweet things. He's a bit of an orange man himself. He likes an orange. So yeah, triple sec sounds like a good idea. Also triple sec with if you want a simple but yet enjoyable, refreshing drink, you take triple sec, right? You add an orange wheel, so that you just take an orange, you cut a slice out of it. You put the orange wheel with ice in a glass. You put your triple sec in there, just a little, like 5 centiliters. I think it's like what, 2 ounces for you guys, if I'm correct, 2 or 3 ounces, and then you fill up the rest with just sparkling water. And that's super refreshing. It's such a good summer drink, such an easy summer drink. You can also substitute the sparkling water with like tonic, or, and this is even better, you can make a triple sec or a Cointreau spritz and do a little bit of sparkling wine and sparkling water together, and it's so good, so refreshing. So that's kind of why I want to do it, because it has, even if you don't want to drink it pure, or like what we would call, you know what a spritz is? Like an Aperol spritz or a limoncello spritz. Basically, spritzing a drink or a spritz, right, is a liqueur, sparkling wine, mostly Prosecco, and sparkling water, right? That's a spritz. So you can make spritz out of everything. And technically, you could make a whiskey spritz as well. Would it be good? I don't know. I've never tried it. It might be good, but I don't think whiskey and Prosecco would match that well. But like, if you have a fruity liqueur, like you have a peach liqueur, right? Peach liqueur is really sweet. It's meant to be really sweet. But a peach liqueur, you could spritz that. You could just do 1 part peach liqueur, 1 part sparkling wine, Prosecco. They're so good. Let me look it up. Spritz. But yeah, you could just do peach liqueur, Prosecco, and sparkling water, and you would have a super refreshing drink. They're most commonly known as an Aperol Spritz, because that's like the whole thing. Aperol Spritz made them popular. But there's things like limoncello spritzes. You can do a gin spritz, which is also really good. But it generally works really well with really sweet liqueurs, like Aperol or like limoncello, for instance. Limoncello spritz. Look at, oh, it's so good. It's so refreshing. It's perfect for a summer day. But you could beach schnapps spritz. Look, it's refreshing. Or a Hugo Spritz is also good, which is with Saint Germain, which is made out of elderflowers or elderberries, basically. But a Spritz is basically liqueur, prosecco or sparkling wine, and sparkling water. That's it. So yeah, if you ever need to make, or if you ever need to do like a drink for a get-together and you don't know what to do, a spritz is always a good way to go, because everyone will like a spritz. Everyone will like a spritz. And since if you want to make a liqueur, you don't have to distill anything. You can distill it, you don't have to. You can macerate a liqueur, which is basically you put your ingredients in a high-proof alcohol, and then you water it down afterwards. So how you make limoncello, for instance, is you take a high-proof alcohol, which is like 90 ABV, which would be what, 145 proof alcohol, right? And in the alcohol, you add in your lemon peels. So not the pith, not the white bits, but like just the peel. And a little bit of the juice, not too much, but a little bit, because your sweetness, it will help, with the lemon juice will help break down the oils in the skin, in the rind, I should say. And you leave that for like a week, sitting in that alcohol. Afterwards, you strain it out, you mix in your sugar and your water, and you're done. That's you've got limoncello. That's it. You can make triple sec by hanging an orange, a full orange, above alcohol, high-proof alcohol, and leaving it. Of course, check your state laws, check your country laws, because it heavily depends on your laws if you can do this or not. But technically, macerating should be fine, because that's the same technique how you make like a cocktail cherry. It's the same thing, except for you're not using the alcohol to make a drink, you're just using the cherry that has been infused with the alcohol. Macerating. It's also how to make fortified wines like Porto. Like a port is made by fortifying a wine with, a lot of the times it's with walnut rinds, or at least that's a very common thing to do. We're done, by the way. We're done. That's a very common thing to do, but like a port is macerated wine. Fortified wine. Yeah, it's a very common thing to do. I'm learning so much today. Thank you, Professor Egan. It's fine. I like teaching stuff. I like teaching this kind of stuff. I also don't like saying that it's teaching, because that means that I actually am qualified to teach this kind of stuff. I am not. In no way, shape, or form should you believe what I say 100%. But I kind of try and do my research on these kind of things, because I do like it's interesting for me as well. Okay, Okay, I think that's a good pathway width. Do that. Let's clean it up a little bit, you know. Just a little. Okay, and then we can fill up the edges with some. So we'll get in I do want to get to this door as well. Like that, and then we'll go all the way. We'll connect up over here. Is there anything else that we can? I also want to collect all of my grandma's recipes and put them in like a booklet. That would also be a good whatchamacallit, a good gift for grandma. So she has a cookbook of her own recipes, which sounds odd, but I feel like that's also a good idea, right? Because they've never been written down as far as I know, right? So having them written down might actually not only be cool for her to see them written down, but they might actually be handy for if inevitably she's not here anymore, which would be sad. We could still enjoy her food, because then we would have the recipes. I feel like that is also might actually do that. I might ask her for the bucket list. Okay, but this is like stuff that I will actually do. I'm seeing my grandparents this weekend, so I might actually ask my grandma for her recipes this weekend, and then I can start making the cookbook, which means that I would have to make all the recipes, which we can do on stream. We can do the recipes on stream, and then we can take nice pictures of them, design a little booklet, so that we can actually have a small little cookbook. That I can give her on New Year's, because that's one where we're going to see the family with the holidays. That's a plan. I'll ask her this weekend if she likes that plan. If she wants to give me a recipe. On the other hand, I honestly for the control I only need like a week, but I want to test it out first before I do anything final. Hello, Glimmer, welcome in. Okay, so that's a nice pathway, don't you think? It's a nice pathway, and now we just... I don't know how far I'll go with like with gravel, but I do want to at least like encircle the entire building. I got that bit distracted on TikTok. I used your thingy for building my tower roof. Wait, did it help? Did it actually help? And what we're building, we did all the terraforming, so anything that you see over here on this side of the build was terraformed earlier this stream, and we're already running at 2 hours and 50 minutes, and now I'm going to get some gravel in here around the pathway and around the building, and that's gonna be it for today, I think. But we've been talking about some more gadgets that I want to get in the future. They're not in the near future, they're very much in the distant future. But like now I was talking about that the fact that I need to get started on my holiday presents for my grandparents, because they take time, and I want to make them nice. Discombobulated. Yeah. Now I want to make some nice gifts for my grandparents. So that's what I was talking about. Want to make my grandpa, I want to make him some liqueur, which you guys probably can't have. I don't know how old you are, but the fact that you're in the States lessens that with quite a bit. Been looking for something going mad. Yeah, that happens. It happens to me as well. You need tutorials for redstone noobs? Do you make them or buy them? No, I want to make the liqueur myself. I want to make triple sec, which is an orange liqueur myself. It's technically a very easy thing to do. So we might do a stream and make it on stream, or at least get it started on stream, because it does take like a week for it to be like finished, right? And for my grandma, or both of my grandmas, I want to make a cookbook of their own recipes. Because my grandmas, as every grandma ever, they're the best. Their food's the best. And I kind of want to make it, make like a little cookbook for both of them with their own recipes. Right? The one grandma makes a mean mashed potato. A mean mashed potato. So stuff like that. But like the other grandma, her stews are gorgeous and her soup is great. And so a little cookbook with their own recipes might be fun just to have. But also, then I have the recipes, so I can have their food any time of day. How is that? How is it mean? What do you mean with mean? What does your mean mean? Explain. I don't know what you mean by with your mean. I don't think it's mean. I don't know what's mean or what's supposed to be mean, but I don't think it's mean. This is all gonna be gravel. I'm putting this over here so that I have a good reference of where it starts. The rest is fairly obvious where it starts and stops. But we're gonna dig it out first. The food one. Oh, so a triple sec or a Cointreau is an orange liqueur, which means that it's a sweet type of alcohol. It's mostly made out of fruits, but you've got liqueurs made out of almonds as well, like other types of nuts, and like all kinds of berries and stuff like that. But it's basically where you take a distillate, like let's say gin is a distillate, vodka is a distillate, where you take a distillate and you add something to it and let it infuse, right? A lot of them are around 30%, 35%, or like 60 proof for your Americans. And yeah, they're easy to make. You can make them at home if it's legal in your state or in your country. Just so do check that. Where are the leaves on the ground? Leaves on the ground? Oh, that's an actual tree. That's just a tree. Also, yeah, you can see that I didn't light up everything. No, that's not leaves. That's a tree. I told you I terraformed the entire thing, so it's raised up by a couple of blocks. Wait, do you guys know the difference in alcohols and like types of alcohols? when something is a distillate, when something is a fermentation, when something's, because that's like good knowledge to have, or at least I think that's good knowledge to have. Basically, anything that you distill is a distillate. I know Bills. Wait, I know Bills. Do you? Who's Bills? Who is Bills? No, I don't know Bills. Who are they? What have they done to me? I need gravel. Valley? What? What is Belly? What is Bills? Who is Bills? Who are we talking about? Who is Belly and why have I not heard of him? Bills? That does not help. Repeating the name does not help. If I ask who is Bills and you repeat the name, that does not help. You have to explain who Bills is for me to know who Bills is. Okay? Capiche? Are we on the same level? Thank you. I don't know who Bills is by its name. Maybe if you give more context around Bills, maybe then I know. It's a wind bottle, a wine bottle. So, a wine, or wine in general, but I'm gonna say a wine because you've got different types of wine. But most people, when they hear wine, they think of grape wine, right? Which is a wine made out of grapes. It is a fermentation. So it's taking that juice, that sugary juice, and damn it, we're out of gravel. Damn it, we're out of gravel. But basically, you're taking a grape juice, right? And you're turning that juice, and you put some yeast into it, and the yeast eats the sugar, and that sugar turns into alcohol, right? It emits alcohol from that sugar, from converting the sugar into that's it. The yeast eats the sugar. When it eats the sugar, it produces ethanol, which is alcohol. And that's how you ferment alcohol. It's the same way how beer is made. No, I don't know what Bill's wine bottle is. I don't know. I can look it up though. What? I'm not gonna do it on stream because I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I've got a website, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. I don't see a blue wine. Is it a blue label or is it a blue wine? Because that's a big difference. But yeah, fermentation, it's the same. That's how beer is made. That's how any rice wine, like sake, is also made by fermentation. And there's a Korean one as well, which is, what's it called? I don't know. I can't get to it. But anything that's made, that's low proof, made by fermentation, is a thing. And then you have distillate, where they take an already alcoholic mash, right? So something that's already been fermented, and then they distill it, which separates the alcohol from its water and other ingredients. Because alcohol has has a lower boiling point. So alcohol boils at around 80 degrees, whereas water boils at 100. So that's a distillate. So anything that you distill, whiskey, vodka, gin, tequila, rum is also a distillate. Is a distillate. And then you've got other ones as well. You've got macerations, like liqueur is a maceration. We've also got an infusion, and then like a gin could also be an infusion. Or you could have a liqueur that's infused and not macerated. So if you look on a bottle of gin and it says infused gin, it's most of the time it's infused with herbs and not distilled with the herbs. It's very important. And the difference is small, but there's a difference. You know what? I'll put in the gravel after stream. I'm going to explain the difference between an infusion and a maceration. Are we on the same page yet? No, we're not. I've given up. I've given up. I'm opening Photoshop. Right, like that. We'll go on camera for a second so I can close out of this. We are not on the same page. That's for sure. Let's close everything so we don't break your computer by opening Photoshop. Hey, you can't give up. Can't give up. Watch me. Watch me give up right here, right now. So, welcome to learn about different types of alcohol with Professor Eggs. This is a class. There will be a test at the end of the week. Take your notes. Okay, will be a test on the end of the week. So, we are taking this serious. We don't want a pen. I add a pencil, please. So, we have a distillate, right? Distillate, and we have a maceration, which is maceration. A distillate, what distilling means, right? You take a barrel of alcohol holding liquid. It's mostly like, if it's whiskey, it's fermented wheat or barley or whatever. You got combinations that you can use, but it's already been fermented. So this would be like, this liquid in here, right, would be like 9% alcohol ABV, right? That's what, almost 20 proof. No, 10, yeah, 20 proof. But that's easy. That's a light beer. Over here. That's a beer over here. What you do is you take this, you put it through a distill, through a still, right? And you heat it up. Put fire underneath it. Fire, flame, which makes the alcohol. I'm discombobulated. You'll figure it out. Which makes the alcohol boil first, so it rises up, it condenses again, and then you catch it over here. And so what you're getting over here is somewhere over like 80% alcohol, because there's no water, there's nothing in there, right? There's just alcohol. It's a little bit of everything. And what you do then is you add water to it to dial it down to 40. Right, that's how vodka is made, or that's how whiskey is made. That's how. Can you finish the line, please? What line? What line? I'm explaining stuff. I'm explaining stuff. So if you have a distilled gin, right? If you have a distilled gin, I'm so out of the loop of what you're saying, Amber. You'll have to start over. I'm so out of the loop. The one in the middle. Oh, this one. Sure. Sure. But basically, if you have a distilled gin, they add your juniper and your flowers in here, right? So your what they call what's it called? I mean, basically your spices and your herbs are in here, right? And you distill it with the alcohol. So the flavor gets taken on by the alcohol over here, and it gets through the distillation into the final product, right? That's a distilled gin. Now, a macerated gin, and this is where it goes different, is you've got the same setup. You've got your grain-based alcohol, your grain-based solution. You have your still, right, which is running the alcohol. It's boiling that 9% of alcohol that is in your wort, I think. No, wort in your mash. It's a wort. Fermented. It's a wort, I think. Don't pin me on that. But you're boiling it, right? And at around 80 degrees, the alcohol starts boiling, and you're collecting your final product over here, which is around. A lot of times, it's around 80%. Where the difference between a distilled gin and a macerated gin is, your herbs and spices were put in your wort and were distilled out with your gin, right? So before you boiled your liquid, you added your spices. With a macerated gin, you're taking those spices and you're adding them in here, right? And you're letting that 80% of alcohol, it's not that clear, but your 80% of alcohol, you're letting that do the work and pulling out all those fragrances out of the spices and the herbs and the juniper into the alcohol. And once that's done, you're going to add water to it to bring it to 40. Do you like mushrooms? I like mushrooms, yeah. So that's the difference between distilled gin and macerated gin. A lot of the time, a macerated gin will be a lot more floral and like herby and spicy, and not in the sense of like spicy like a spicy pepper, but like a lot more juniper will come through, a lot more anise a lot of the time will come through, a lot of like cumin will come through if they're using cumin in their gin, whereas here your gin will be a lot more mellow in flavor, a lot less flavor, but the flavor will be a lot deeper, right? A lot more nuanced than what you have over here. So that's the difference between a macerated and a distilled gin, which is important to know if you're making cocktails. A lot of the time, if you're making a cocktail that needs a lot of that flowery and like floral notes, you'll want to use this type of gin. If it's like a gin tonic will be delicious with one of these types of gins. They can work with both, but it'll be great with a macerated gin. If you're working with like, if you're adding a gin to like I hate that I'm giving you this example, but a Long Island iced tea, you'll want to use a gin like this because it will not knock the flavor of the other ingredients with their spices and their herbs. A crochet mushroom, I'm gonna look it up, and I hope it's a good one. Oh, crochet, yeah, no, oh yeah. But yeah, now you know what the difference is between maceration and distillation. Was this interesting? Is the question. Was this different? Interesting. Why is the one on the right bigger? Ah, no. because I'm drawing freehand and I cannot draw. I cannot draw for hell. So yeah, no, this is great. You also have gin. You can technically age anything, right? You know how like whiskey is stored in a barrel. That's a really bad start. But they'll store whiskey in a barrel. Boom. Barrel. Barrel. Yeah, it's a really bad barrel. I need to make a better barrel. Barrel. I'll take it. God, that's horrible. But you know how they store whiskey in a barrel? Dude, any way I draw a barrel is bad. Wait, this is a bit better. Barrel. I'm not drawing the end. But like say Jameson, right? Barrel Jameson. Technically, you could do the same with gin or vodka. You could age gin if you wanted. You could age. I mean, the rum is already aged. Tequila is already aged. You've got an aged tequila. You can age vodka. Anything with a high enough percentage will age perfectly. As long as it's shelf stable, it'll age perfectly. Because a lot of of new make whiskey, which is the stuff that you get before you put it in the barrel, a lot of new make is basically vodka or gin. But it's not basically, because gin is juniper, right? Gin needs to have a certain percentage of juniper, and then the other percentage is grain. A lot of the time it's wheat or barley, right? Whereas whiskey needs to be barley, and then depending on where you get the whiskey, if it's Scottish, if it's Irish, it needs to be an X amount of malted barley. Malted. Yeah, moonshine is basically a new make. Or at least that's how it started. Malted barley, right? If it's a bourbon, it needs to be, I think it's like 51%. I'm not sure about this. But 51% corn. And then a rye whiskey is the same, but then with rye. I'm not sure about this percentage though. That could be different. Vodka is potato or grain. Potato or grain. Grain. There's different ones you can do. Bailey's is a liqueur. So Bailey's is a distilled. No, is it a macerated liqueur? Let me check. Bailey's. Liqueur, Irish whiskey, emulsified. Okay, it's an emulsification of Irish whiskey. Bailey is not blue. Bailey's is almost white. White brown. I'm talking about Bailey's, the cream, right? This is Bailey's. It's a cream. It's a liqueur. Yeah, this is just it's whiskey. Whiskey with an E because it's Irish, plus cream, and cocoa. It's cocoa. And then they just whisk it together, so it doesn't separate afterwards, like you do with mayonnaise. And they add the emulsifier. I'm on and two different things. Yeah. You know how they can keep it emulsified? How they can keep it from separating again? Because these three ingredients will separate over time. You know how they do it? How they stop it from separating? How do they get these into a cream liqueur? Do you know? It's vegetable oil. Oh god, I cannot write. Vegetable. Damn it. Double oil. That's what you were all about. This is not a wine. This is a liqueur. It's not a wine. But they whisk all of these together with some vegetable oil, and that's how it stays together. Which is crazy, by the way. But it's done in Belgium as well. We've got my brain is still working in English and it's not. We have this, which is called a thing called Geneva, which is basically like gin, right? It's if you take gin, but it's an older version of it, right? Without all the floral notes. And you have hundreds of types of these things, but this is like the old style Geneva. This is the Dutch version of it, but you have like these old bottles. And it's 40% of pure alcohol. Pure grain-based alcohol. It's not good. You don't drink it. It's not good. But then again, you also have stuff like this. And it's really good. Like on a cold day. Those are only like 40 and 50%. Do you think it would be a good idea to take tape of my first mask that I broke and put different tape on it? I don't know. I don't know about masks, to be honest. Don't know a lot about them. So I'm not the right person to ask this about. Now I can tell you one thing though. I can tell you one thing. First of all, I like the lighting. It's a lot better. It's a lot softer. I like it. I like the change that I made. Also, it makes this camera not immensely overexposed. It is still a bit from that light, but that's because it's bouncing from two walls. But that's not something I can do about. I can do a lot about. But I like the lighting. That's good. On the other hand, I've been going for almost 3 hours, and I need to do some other editing work, and I need to start. I need to get working on the script. I need to. Yeah, just finish up the script for the next video. I'm not that productive the last couple of weeks. Not been that productive, which is fine. It's fine, but I want to be a bit more productive, which I should do. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, let's put the ball in the gumball machine. The slipper. No, where's my? Oh, there it is. Right, and with that, I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope you liked the stream. If you're still in chat and you're lurking, thank you for being here. If you're still in chat and you're talking, thank you for being here as well. And I will see you on, I want to say Sunday. Sunday's going to be a normal stream as well. So yeah, thank you for being here. I'll see you all on Sunday, and have a good start of your weekend. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all later. Bye.